Hey guys, Daniel Faust from War Hero to Superhero, helping military veterans and first responders transform their lives from the bedroom to the boardroom. I know this is kind of late, but I wanted to keep my promise that I would make up the live from Thursday doing tonight. I got military drill in the morning, so hope you guys are doing well that are reservists going over and supporting our nation by going over and training and educating. It's very much important that we go over and do that so we can go over and be the breath of freedom in this world. So thank you guys for going over and joining. So real quick, since it's late, is we're going to be talking about taking off the mask, being an example so your kids can go mirror. And what do I mean by that? We, as parents, have to be first to go over and to take off the mask. So how do we go over and do that so our kids can go over mirror? I'm going to give you about 4 tactics real quick, and then I'm going to go take my mask to bed. So number 1 is to go over and to regularly take off the mask in the bedroom, as we talked about earlier. If we're not vulnerable and transparent and authentic with our husband or wife, then how is our kids going to learn to take off the mask? So the number 1 thing for the kids to go over mirror is that you need to be vulnerable in your bedroom on a regular basis. It might be as simple as saying how you truly feel in a nice way, going over and not hiding when you do something wrong, or going over and just speaking your mind and having that freedom. Now, you might have to earn that trust and earn that freedom, but it should be a regular thing that you're going over in the bedroom. That's number 1. Number 2 is for you to go over and to find those 12 people to go over and connect with. And what do I mean by 12? If you've been watching recent of our videos, is that we go over and follow the 12-75,000 model. And what does that mean? Well, COVID is probably here to stay, but the thing is that we still need to have relationships. So this is from a biblical model. Jesus had 12 disciples, 70 followers, and the 5,000 that were the overall audience. We go over and suggest that you do the same thing, because to keep your family safe and to build those intimate connections, you should probably only have 12 really intimate people that you're willing to connect with on a regular basis outside of immediate family, so you can go over and you be vulnerable physically and also mentally, emotionally, spiritually with those quote unquote 12 people. Now, does it literally have to be 12? No. The principle is that you find those few people to start learning to share in life, because if your kids don't see that you have intimate friends that you share life with, then they don't get to go see that either. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is that they have to know and see you regularly connecting. So each drill weekend, I go to a special event. It's a pre-UTA meeting, and there's those people that I regularly work with that I'm willing to sacrifice time, energy, and money showing who I really am. And we need to practice that with them in the boardroom, so our kids go over and see how to practically go over and do that. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is to go over and, as those friends feel more comfortable, that your family gets to see them in your life, either you hanging out with them or they coming back into the life and meeting your family, so they can go over and see the mask taken off, not just with them as kids, but them with those people. And they're trusted people. It's not every single person that you should be bringing over and giving the same level of taking off the mask trust. So that's number 3. The 4th and last one that I've discovered over the years is for allow your kids to go over and to absorb and see that, is that you need to go over and to mirror that relationship with your kids. Getting that shoulder to shoulder time, doing regular family nights, going over and getting individual time with your kids and everything else. And then as they get older, you're peeling off more of the mask and you're being more transparent with them. Obviously, 5-year-olds are not going to be able to handle it. And you're not giving as much as you do to your spouse. But the thing is that if you're honestly feeling something, it's okay going over saying that you're honestly feeling it with them as they get older and mature and can handle it. Just fake it until you make it and go over and try to, pull yourself by your bootstraps and everything else. it's a great motto, but in reality, a lot of people get broken by that. So we need to go over and show when we're having the good times and the great times and the bad times for our kids. So then they can go over and know how to mirror that in their lives with their friends and with their significant others in future, and also eventually with their kids. So that's the real quick down and dirty going over and taking off the mask. Because if you're not living it out in the bedroom with some intimate friends, they're seeing occasionally in your life those intimate friends with you, and you're being the same transparent person that you're with them. And then also going over and sharing those moments and your emotions in that regard, your kids will go over and do what they observe and what they catch. And if they want to catch bad mask, it's a lot easier to catch a bad mask than a good mask. So you have to proactively live this out. So that is pretty much about it. I'd love to go over more in depth in this conversation, but I got to wake up super early. So this is always a dialogue, never a monologue. If you have any comments, go put them in the feed. If I don't answer them tonight, I'll answer them in the morning. I'll see you guys next week and talking about it more from the boardroom setting. If you guys have any suggestions that you've done that, or if you're a subject matter expert on how to be transparent and vulnerable in the boardroom, I'd love to hear it. Got any special books? Love to recommend it. I want to give the content that you guys need to go over and thrive from the bedroom to the boardroom. So hope you guys are doing well. Catch you guys next week on Tuesday. And definitely, if you're a military veteran first responder and you're looking to go over and be on our show, get back with me. I'd love to go over and interview. I got some interviews, not this week coming up, but next week. So got about 5 slots. So go over and contact me. That's pretty much it. So take off the mask. It'll help you in the end and in the beginning and all the way through. Thanks. Bye.